Hello creators and crafters, and welcome to my final Halloween wreath video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a spiral, deco mesh, and ribbon wreath. This wreath was made using only Dollar Tree items and cost only $11 to create. Feel free to add pumpkins or any other cute Halloween items for some extra glam. I had some leftover pumpkins from my last few wreaths and added them to this wreath so they wouldn't end up in a drawer until next year. Now let's begin. The first item you're going to need is a 14-inch wreath round from the Dollar Tree. Second item is some deco mesh. I chose black and then I chose purple. I love the purple. I definitely think it makes it more glamorous. I picked up this orange deco mesh and then I decided that I was going to pick up a fourth one so the wreath was a bit more full for an extra $1 and got this variegated one, which I thought was really cool and I really liked the gold streaks throughout it. The next items you're going to need are 18 pipe cleaners. 45 come in a package, so you only need one package for 2 wreaths. The most important piece is a sign for the center. I grabbed this Boo Ghost because it was absolutely adorable. There are tons of sign options you can choose from the Dollar Tree, and I even considered the Sugar Skull, which could easily be interchanged with the ghost. Don't be afraid to get creative and use a variation of my color choices and centerpiece. And finally, you can't have a ribbon wreath without ribbon, so here are a couple of the options that I chose: an orange ribbon and a black ribbon, and then this green one and a burlap ribbon. I chose the green because I realized in my other wreaths that the contrast of the green really made them pop, and I wanted to have that same effect with the ribbon that I got from the mesh tubing because I don't have mesh tubing. And some leftover pumpkins that I have, I'm just showing you. They're just some leftovers, and if you have any leftovers from any other wreaths, feel free to use them in your wreath so they don't just sit in the drawer for the rest of the year. Now let's get into the supplies. You are definitely going to need a glue gun, especially if you want to glue anything in, and then the most important thing is this rotary cutter. You can use scissors, but this rotary blade was absolutely amazing and saved me a ton of time. Now let's begin with making the wreath. First, you're going to take 18 pipe cleaners and evenly space them around your wreath form, and then we're going to cut all of the deco mesh into 9-inch long strips, and I use my phone as a weight to make it easier to cut it. Then you're going to separate the spirals into a nice big pile and randomly select each color, roll them, and pinch them into the pipe cleaner, twisting them tightly. Make sure you continually twist in the same direction each time for your entire project. That step is vital to follow to make sure your spirals don't come undone as you add your ribbon. Now we're going to cut the ribbon into 9-inch long strips, and you can see how the rotary blade is such a time saver. I wanted to share with you the best way I found to cut the ends of the ribbon. You can layer multiples together this way for a faster process, but I'm just showing you nice and slowly how I did it with 2 layered together. Unlike paper, with ribbon you can fold it over and not concern yourself with creating a crease. I do want to mention that the ribbon is wired and it works perfectly fine for the wreath, but you can also use non-wired ribbon. Now I'm going to show you in real time how to attach the ribbon into the wreath. First thing I want to point out is to make sure the pipe cleaner is pulled in the same direction as the deco mesh spirals so that your ribbon is perpendicular to them once they're twisted in. This helps to fill in any gaps and makes the wreath more full in appearance. Now you're going to layer the 2 ribbons together and pinch them in the center. Once pinched, twist them into the pipe cleaner. This will be your final item that you're twisting into the pipe cleaners before trimming them, so I twisted them 2 to 3 times to make sure they wouldn't come undone in the years to come. Then if you so choose, spread them out so they're perpendicular to one another or pull them slightly apart, whichever is your preference. wanted to make sure I showed you how I finished the end of the pipe cleaners. Cut them at about a 1/4 inch length and fold them down into the wreath so that they don't poke anybody. Here's a time lapse of me adding all of the ribbons, and I chose to include this in the video because I thought it would be fun for you to see the entire process from start to finish. I always love a good craft time lapse instead of a before and after a step is done. If you would like me to omit the time lapses like this in the future, please let me know in the comments below, as well as if you'd like me to include them. For the ghost, I used an extra pipe cleaner to attach it to the metal frame of the wreath. Then you can go in and glue some spirals to the back of the ghost to hold it in the exact place you want it to stay. Now I'm just gluing in my leftover pumpkins for some extra glitter and glam, and so that I don't have any leftovers. Because most wreaths end up on doors, make sure you adhere your pumpkins very well so that they don't fall off in the future. Also, a tip when placing your pumpkins and other items, try staggering them for a balanced look. Now the wreath is complete. It's very cute and such an affordable ribbon wreath. Ribbon can be very costly at the craft store, but the Dollar Tree made this budget-friendly wreath possible. The quality of the ribbon, I must say, was very nice, and I am so happy with the result. This wreath was a gift I made for one of my closest friends who's obsessed with Halloween. She loves glitter as much as I do, and making gifts is personally just so rewarding. If you haven't seen my other 2 Halloween wreath videos, definitely check those out if you love Deco mesh wreaths. They're unique and utilize mesh tubing opposed to this wreath where I've used ribbon. They're both unique in their own ways and great alternatives if you're looking for something different. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe for more Alli Crafts videos.